brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
First carry here for Robinson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And right away, he lost the football.
And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So that play, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence on the move to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. Man open, here is Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Open man right side is Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Play action. It's Howell. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On play action, Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second down, Howell back to pass. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Now Howell.
Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 58 yards.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, 75 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down, Howell now.
Buying time to his left.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Howell down to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. Down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the 2nd quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, But 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
On first down, Howell.
Steps away to his left.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Flush to his right.
Oh, Howell loses it.
And the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 27 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Hitting Samuel on the slant. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Samuel in motion. Howell throwing on first down here.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Check pass, check pass. Hey, check like 30.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a gain of 34. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Howell.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Here we go. Hey, check like 33. Check like 33. It's been a long day for you. Street. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check 33.
Back to throw, Howell.
Sliding out of the pocket.
The ball comes out, and this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery, and that is how we conclude this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that...
He's got a man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk laying himself out in the end zone. And the Jags have taken a 5-touchdown lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Powell. This will be caught. It's Samuel finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to claw one back. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. They go play action now. Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
50 seconds to Mike. 50. Go. Heavy on the edges. Heavy.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
For the play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Out to his left.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
In motion goes the tight end.
And Howe will throw it.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
1st down, Howe to throw.
Flushed out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Stop your whining. Mike, check 33. Check me out. Check me out. Hey, check.
Howe throwing on 3rd down here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel, 51 yards.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch twist, watch twist. Gun.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Jones has it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
35's the mic. I got you. Take right open. 35, Mike, 35. Bring it.
Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
35's the mic. 11, Agate. Mike 35, Mike 35. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
33. Hey, come on, Hey, check Mike 33.
Howell out of the shotgun. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Howell. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Mike, check 33. 33. You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Watch the run.
And once more, Howell back to the air. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Andre Cisco.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
22.
They go play action with Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 69 yards.
And the Commanders get a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Lawrence going to throw again.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down.
And the Commanders come through with a fourth down stand.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howe.
They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Now Howe.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And they